Module 4 delves into the relationships between aesthetics and work environments, as the prior can often have profound effects on the latter. To fully understand this correspondence, it is best to first understand the purpose of aesthetics in art. Alain de Botton's, in the video What is Art For?, lists 5 reasons for art, those being that it keeps us hopeful, makes us less lonely, reflects our own image, helps us appreciate the mundane, and motivates us towards something else. This is further echoed in another work of de Botton's, with assistance from John Armstrong in their co-written essay, Art as Therapy. In it, the two identify art's main purpose as helping us live better lives, as well as access better versions of ourselves. They describe how art accomplishes this, with a list that shares a lot of overlap with de Botton's first list, as art corrects poor memories, transmits hope, reminds of sorrow, keeps us grounded and balanced, helps us understand ourselves, assists us to interpret, and returns our sensitivity. René Magritte's painting, Ceci n'est pas une pipe, translated to This Is Not a Pipe, and its subsequent analysis in The Treachery of an Image, explores the abstractness of art, as the painting depicts a very realistic painting of a pipe, yet it is only a painting, not a real pipe. Hence the caption, This Is Not a Pipe. In the audio analysis of the image, the two scholars discuss the relationship and balance between the representation of the image and the authority of the caption below it. They also bring up the interesting point that the caption itself is art, as the uniform and rigid font complements the authority of the words themselves. Finally, the module explores art and aesthetics in the workplace with Kurt Kolsted's Office Space Time Loop and its embedded video by Vox, Open Offices Are Overrated. The article itself more or less recounts the history of office space layout and how it came to be. Kolsted identifies open space designs as far back as Henry Ford's assembly line and explains that the intention of the format was to promote organization and cleanliness. However, this space setup, in a way, isolated employees, so Herman Miller subsequently designed the Action Office. Comprised of furniture of different heights for different tasks, the Action Office encouraged movement and interaction. Where the original Action Office proved to be pricey and difficult to assemble, Action Office 2 tried to address these flaws by including more flexible and modular furniture items, the most famous of these being the infamous cubicles. As the Vox video points out, both the open space design and Action Office design were effective when they were first developed, as they were meticulously designed to fit a specific space. However, copies of copies have since turned these aesthetic designs into apathetic systems that are less focused on helping employees access better versions of themselves, as art is supposed to do, and more focused on saving a couple bucks. I found it very interesting applying what I learned about aesthetics in this module to my current workplace at Carpe Diem Property, a real estate development and investment company in London, as there are many components of the layout that concur with the module information, but also some decorations that challenge the module. For starters, the building that our office space is located in looks less of a work building and more like a residential complex from the exterior. With its limited parking and little to no signage, I actually had a bit of difficulty locating my place of work on my first day, as I assumed this building was some sort of apartment and overlooked it. Although in talking with my director, I learned the choice to move into this space was purely fiscal, I can't help but think that the particular exterior aesthetics of this building may also strengthen our company overall. For example, as real estate developers, Carpe Diem specializes in developing residential complexes, so working in a building that resembles one may demonstrate a knowledge in the field. Additionally, as property developers and investors, we have few to no interactions with clients occurring in our workplace, but rather at restaurants or events around town where we can treat the client. Therefore, it is not essential for our workplace to resemble that of a corporate building or to have a lot of signage. Moving inside to the lobby and reception area of the building, I find that this is where our workplace has the most character. In talking with the maintenance and facilities director, he told me he takes the most pride in this area of the building and specifically decorated it in a way to be quite abstract, reasoning that it is a good refresher from the otherwise mundane workplace. As you can see from these pictures, the reception area would probably reflect a similar layout of an Action Office, with a curved desk for doing work, a cubby holder located elsewhere for mail, and a waiting area with chairs that differ in height than the receptionist's chair. Additionally, between the curved desk and the single orange wall, the multi-framed mirror, and the tile alcove, This area possesses the many abstract components the facilities director was going for. Traveling up 2 flights of stairs to the 3rd floor is the Carpe Diem property office itself. Although this picture was taken before the office had been furnished, you can get a good understanding of the natural light the room allows, which is heightened by the white walls and the white desks. You can also see the room is that of an open space design. I think this is beneficial to our company because it encourages interaction and discussion. Being a company made up of 3 employees and 2 interns, it is important that everyone feels like they can talk with anyone, and oftentimes at work you'll see 2 or more employees working on something together at the same desk. I think the open space design also holds people more accountable for their work ethic, as without cubicle walls, you can see exactly how hard everyone is working in the office around you. Today, the furnished office, however, does not provide the same openness and cleanliness, as a 250 square foot space just barely fits 5 employees, 2 printers, a microwave, and a fridge. However, I actually enjoy this somewhat confined space as it makes things feel a little more homey, and my fellow intern, who I'm working with, agrees. Additionally, on the wall there is a large map of the City of London and the surrounding area, which is fitting since the company focuses on property in London. In applying the module to my place of work, I couldn't help equating this map to the "This is not a pipe" painting. The map itself is supposed to represent London, but is in fact not London. Additionally, I find it quite abstract that an object that is typically used as a tool is never used as a tool in our office, but rather as a decoration. In talking with my boss and fellow intern about aesthetics in the office place, the 2 share very different views. My boss, of the hard-working type, does not find them all that necessary, and even seemed to convey that he thought of them as distractions. The other intern, however, took the opposition, claiming he would be much more encouraged to work by strong aesthetics. I find my opinion falls more in line with my fellow intern, but I have to imagine these beliefs may also stem from the hierarchy of workplace roles.